So you decided to go get a voice-activated speaker, and you came home with Home, Google's voice-activated speaker. Let's take a look inside and see what comes with it, how to set it up, and I'll show you some neat things to do with it. Coming up. Hey, I'm Josh Gross, and this is the Gross Tech Show, where you get useful reviews for useful technology. On this channel we do unboxings, reviews, and news for home tech related products. Be that the Google Home here for today, or like smart thermostats. Also, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and also look in the description below for any show notes or links to the Google Home, or any products that we talk about in each video will be there. So let's get right into this. Alright, as we take a look at the Google Home, we see that they make, as always, their boxes very interesting to see. There has their Google logo right on top. As we open it up, we'll see the Google Home itself sitting there looking like a nice air freshener with its two microphone little ports you see there. Underneath the layer is a layer of information, we'll say. It has things like how to set it up, some offers, and some things, as well as the power cord inside. So let's get straight over to what we need to do with hooking this up. First thing you want to do is you want to take your power cord, unravel it of course, and the nice thing is it's a flat cord, so it's easy to lay down. Plug it into the bottom, and now we find a place to put it. This place is underneath the TV that we have. Not really recommended, but find your plug it into the wall, and we'll get going on the phone next. So go to your phone, open up the App Store or your App Store for Android, and type in Google Home in the search, and it will come up with the first thing should be the Google Home app. As we go into it, we'll go ahead and hit download, and through the magic of editing, it should poof be done. We'll open that up and get started right away. So be by your Google Home as you do this. So just go through the different prompts, make sure your Bluetooth is turned on your phone, and then go ahead and hit continue and go through the different things. We'll speed this up. What you'll need to do is actually connect to the home like we did now, and then next thing we want to do is make sure it works. Hit continue, you'll hear the sound, and just go through each step of this process. The next thing you will want to be able to do, though, is hook your phone and Google Home up to your Wi-Fi in your house. So make sure you remember what your Wi-Fi password is. Here we are just setting up what the location of this Google Home is, so that way it can change how the speakers are used and everything. But here we'll get the Gross network, and it is connected. The nice thing is, after you do this, you will want to sign in with your Google account, be that your Gmail or your YouTube account. It's all still a Google account, and that is how it connects and does all your different options. Once it connects and signs in, it will go through and teach your Google Home your voice, so that way it knows it's you and not your wife or your husband or your kid or anybody else saying these things. So it'll go through, say, okay Google, the next one says hey Google, and then okay Google, and hey Google, and it will basically learn your voice through that phrase and be able to specify you versus your spouse or your kids or anybody else. So once it is finished doing this, so go ahead and hit continue here. You're finally done. It wants to know where your home's location is to be able to get the weather and traffic and things like that. That makes it more personal and more useful to you instead of having just random information. So you'll just continue to go through the prompts that goes on. You can choose what is your music service, and we'll get into that in a little bit later, but pick or sign in to what you have or want to use for your music, and then go ahead and hit continue. And if you have a Chromecaster, it should already be listed, ready to go. Or if you have any other devices, you can find it there. Now you're done with the setup. It can go through and have you do a couple different tests or showing you what it is able to do. It's basically just Google. You can ask it essentially anything you can type into Google and get a result for. So let's head over and I'll tell you a little bit more about what you can do with it and how to use it. And now that it's all set up, let's play some games.
You did it! You just unlocked the game show assistant. Here comes the music. Yes! Welcome to Are You Feeling Lucky? It's like a game show.
So as you can see, you can play Mad Libs, trivia games. There's a couple other games you can play. It's pretty interesting and fun to play any games with anybody around here. But the nice thing is if you have a Chromecaster, and we have one hooked up right here to our TV, you can actually integrate it with this. So, hey Google, play Gross Technology on TV.
Sure, playing Gross Technology from YouTube on Grosscaster.
Hey!
Hey guys! So, summer's basically over, which means Susie and Johnny are either going to start college or
So,
they're going to be...
as you can see, it's very nice and easy to be able to have when you're dealing with, maybe you have a kid and you're feeding him or you're burping him or you're dealing with having to keep him entertained, and it's easy to send things straight to your TV. Like we can say, hey Google, pause. It'll pause it. Hey Google. Okay Google. Play Studio C on the TV.
Sure, playing Studio C from YouTube on Grosscaster.
So you can switch between channels, you can switch between even Netflix. But there's some pretty cool things that are coming up for the home that is going to make it very, very cool. So let's try something. Hey Google, call my phone.
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help with that yet.
It's not able to make a phone call. Let's see. Google has announced that it's coming out with being able to make phone calls with your phone or with what I assume to be Google Voice. So it would be free for any US and Canada places. You're also going to be able to make your calendar show up on your TV. So if you say now, if you say, hey Google, what's on my calendar?
There's only one thing on your calendar. It's on the 29th of October 2017 at 9:30 a.m. and its title is Started to Talk with Sarah Boots.
And so it won't show me, hey Google, show me my calendar on the TV.
Alright, playing my calendar from YouTube on
Hey
Grosscaster.
Google. Stop. So there's a lot of issues that you can't do yet with the Google Home, which would be nice to be able to show, but Google has announced that that is going to be coming out soon. The other thing that's going to happen is it's going to have automated ideas. So let's say you have on your calendar that your son's soccer game is at 5. What's going to happen is on the screen of the Google Home, it'll start to flash to give you an indication that it needs your attention. So you will say something to the home and it will say, hey, for that soccer game, you might want to leave 5 minutes early because the traffic is bad to get to the field. So it's supposed to help you out and be more proactive in giving you information instead of waiting for you to say something. You can personalize who you are. So I've already done that. Hey Google, who am I?
You told me your name was Muscles.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
But you can make it say whatever name you are, and it can do other accounts. So my wife has her own account and it recognizes her voice and gives her her personalized greetings, her personalized calendar, her personalized information. you can set up, I'll show you here shortly, how you can set up your news or your daily routine with the app. So it gives you your weather for your area. If you are going to be going to work, you can get the commute time, if there's any traffic, if you have any calendar events for the day, it will tell you. And then you can set up on the home app what the news sources or shows you would like it to play. NPR, Fox Radio, ESPN. You can have it play the most current or most recent story that you would like to hear in the morning. So as you can see, this little piece of technology might be pretty awesome by itself, but when you put together this with your Chromecast or this with other smart home products like the Nest thermostat, the Philips Hue lights, that kind of things are going to sync and jive very well with the Google Home. And once the updates start coming out for the Google Home, this thing is going to be what I think pretty invaluable to a house. And to me, it has grown and grown to something I enjoy having. Now there are a lot of times where it tells me that it can't do something or say it again, or I will sit there and yell, "Okay Google," or "Hey Google," and it sits there and does nothing. So I'd like to see some, new improvements with it. I'd like to see it have better updates, more frequent updates. We don't even really know when those updates are going to happen. So I'd like to be able to know that. I think the nice thing, even though everybody calls it an air freshener, and it does, I won't lie, it looks like a little air freshener. Another cool thing that you can do with the Google Home is you're able to sync these together. So say you have one in the kitchen, in the living room, in your bedroom, in the office, in the dining room, any room in the house, and you can even change out the color to be able to distinguish visually which one is what. But say you are playing a song that you enjoy having, and you're going to be walking from around the house from room to room, and you would like to be able to listen to that song everywhere instead of having just that speaker in that one room playing it. If you sync them together and group them into a group, you can actually play that one song simultaneously across all of your speakers. Now that is not just the home, but you can also do that if you have a smart speaker. Any kind of thing that you can connect to here, you will be able to do that with. The other thing that's coming out with the update is Bluetooth enabled speakers. You're able to now connect your home to that speaker, and it can be used as a speaker through the home. That update is coming out. To some people it already has come out. So if you have that, great. I'm not that lucky to have it yet. So I'm waiting and looking forward to that update. But we will have to wait to see when Google does it. So all in all, for $129.99, which I think actually they're on sale right now for only $100, this little voice assistant is pretty solid and spectacular in my opinion, and I think it's much better than Amazon Echo for the sheer fact that Google owns it. And let's be honest, when Google owns something, Google's gonna invest in it and gonna make it #1. So I love this little toy, and it's become a very handy helper since having my son around and having my arms full because of my son. So I enjoy it a lot. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you liked what you saw and you got some value out of it, hit that like button. Also, subscribe to this channel for more videos dealing with home technology, be it news, unboxing, or reviews. We got some awesome tech coming here soon, and I can't wait to get those boxes in the mail. Also, question of the day, if you have a Google Home or you have a Echo, please put it in the description. Tell me what you like about what you have and what you don't like, and we'll talk about seeing what possibly new updates might be coming for those things. So again, thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a great week. God bless you. Bye. The top looks like it's like a tissue.
box. I should be able to pull tissues out of here. Whoops, that ain't the right channel. Say hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube.
Hi. Say hi.